Hey everybody, I am Heidi Aderman and I am here at St. John's River State and we're doing our first live stream. Woo-hoo! So I've got a room full of people. You guys all give permission to be on camera?
Oh, yeah.
Can I show them your beautiful faces? Okay. All right, so all the people here that are in this room, we are working on a community collaboration with a goal in mind to make education and experience easy for everyone to access. So that is our main goal. And the last couple of weeks that we've been putting this together, we've been trying to figure out like how the process is going to work for this so that people know that there are community taught classes at St. John's River State, non-credit, not a whole lot of pressure classes that you can learn a whole bunch of things all in one neat little catalog. So we've got that we're working on, and this is one of the main reasons why we're using Twitch and YouTube and why we're streaming so that we can broadcast and get the word out that we're doing this big project.
Are you streaming on Twitch now? Or?
Yeah, I think so. If it's working correctly.
I don't see the go live. I don't see you on.
Let's see. It says that that channel is streaming. So today could be kind of crazy if you're watching this stream, because this is the first time we've done this. I've got my whole setup that I normally have at home set up here in the classroom. So first test on sound and video. So here we go. And the last couple of weeks, we've really been talking about this project from a very high level. Like, where is it that we want to go with this? What are we trying to produce? And so this week, I want to change things up instead of pulling you way outside of your comfort zone, like I have been the last couple of weeks, and you guys have been great hanging in there with me and not freaking out. This week, we're going to talk about the things that you can start doing right now to support the collaboration that are probably pretty similar to some of the online activity that you already do. So last week, I mentioned the different roles for our project. And this is basically, we're basically starting a TV channel, if you want to look at it that way, with this project to broadcast all of the great things that our community has to teach. So that way, not only are we able to reach people that are here in Orange Park and St. Augustine and Palatka, but we also can reach people that are anywhere in the world. So I want to introduce you to Todd. One of the first projects that came out of this collaboration releases tomorrow, and it's a 7-day video series that I did with Erica Humboldt. She's a nurse practitioner, and so we recorded a 7-day video series with the help of Todd right here. It's holiday stories causing you stress. And so they're just a bunch of little video shorts, and there's going to be one video that comes out every day starting tomorrow. And then what we're going to do, we haven't set the date just yet, but we are going to have a live streaming event on Twitch with this. So we're going to take all of our little videos that we put together, and we're going to put them together in a long form video, but we're going to watch the first video, stop it, and then talk about it further than what we had in 1 minute and 30 seconds to do the video. So anybody that wants to come and ask a nurse practitioner questions, wants to ask a life coach questions, that's going to be what this stream is about. And it's going to be one of our first event live streams besides the one we're doing tonight. So I'll let you guys know more about when that's coming up. So if you guys want to join us. We are also doing our first real test stream tonight at 6 o'clock on Twitch. So you can hop on Twitch and see if we make it work or not. Also, I know a lot of all of this stuff is new. I don't think I have met more than 2 people that have said, "Oh, Twitch, I know what that is. I'm on there all the time."
Yeah.
So I know a lot of this technology is new, and it can be a little kind of scary when you're outside of your comfort zone. In this session, I'm not going to have the time anymore to help you guys with learning the program. I hear myself.
Sorry.
Okay.
Sorry. There you go.
Okay. I can't concentrate when I hear myself. Have you ever been on those phone calls where there's the echo and you talk and then you hear your voice come back and you're like, oh, it's gotta stop. I can't. Okay. So we're going to do a test stream tonight at 6 p.m. if you guys want to jump on. And we're just going to be talking a little bit more about our 7-day series. It's probably not going to be a long stream, maybe 30 minutes, if that. And we're just going to test out our home situations. Now, Erica is going to be one of the 7 main streamers that I was talking about. And if you weren't here and you missed the last 2, I'm putting together some videos to catch you up.
Okay.
Who are the 7 streamers and all this other stuff and what I'm talking about. But that'll be coming up hopefully in the next week. I'll have that and I'll be posting that in Discord. Discord is the place that we all agreed that we would communicate and work on this project together in between our in-person sessions. So if you want to know what's going on, you missed a couple weeks, I'm putting all the notes from each meeting in there. If there's links that we looked at, those links are in there. Besides that, I've also started a couple conversations. So one is under events, and that conversation is what events would you like us to do at St. John's River State? Now, one person from our collaboration who, unless you were at the first event here, you probably didn't meet him. But he had commented, he said he would like to see some wrestling and live music events here at the college. So I don't know. I don't care if it's underwater basket weaving. I feel like if we get enough requests, the college should make it happen, right, Dr. Ray?
Yeah, we can't go swimming in the lake, but we'll find something.
We could get a dunk tank for pretty
Clothes
cheap,
or
right?
something. Water
No.
balloons. We'll make it interesting.
But right now, like, no idea is crazy. You know, if you would like to see a certain event be done, just comment. Like, let's just put a running list together of stuff that we would like to see. So that way, as we're starting to put events together and more people join the group, you might meet somebody and you're like, oh my goodness, you teach underwater basket weaving? Turns out there's like hundreds of people that want to learn how to do this. That would be a good referral for the group. So, okay, so that's Discord. That's one of the conversations that's being had in there. The other one is, what kind of classes do you want to see? What do you want to learn? That way, when we have new people come into the group and they're like, well, there's a bunch of stuff I could teach, but I don't know who's interested in learning what. Well, they can go to Discord, look at all the ideas that we've been putting down there and go, well, you know what? I actually teach this. All right, there are people that want to learn this. I'm on to something. So during the week, play around in Discord. The other thing that I put in there are some private channels for each of these roles within our broadcast. So there's a private channel for the 7 streamers, and we're going to be having a very different conversation in there than what is in the watchers channel. But for each of these channels, it's going to be talking about what are the things that you can do to help the collaboration. So today I'm starting at the very low level, and we're going to be talking about what do you do as a watcher and why does that support this collaboration. In fact, you guys as the watchers are almost, well, we have to make stuff to watch, but you're like second in importance in this whole thing. We need the watchers to make this work, okay? And then I'll also be touching a little bit on moderators and VIPs today. So you guys ready?
Good.
Okay, awesome. So, watchers. Hopefully, some of you have been playing around on Twitch already, and I've encouraged you to watch what some of these other broadcasts are doing. What are people watching? And Twitch is mostly a platform where people are watching other people play games. People on this channel love games. I love games. I'm happy we're here. So, how many of you have taken a little time and watched some stuff, some of the streams that are on Twitch? Okay, you get a gold star. So this is what your focus is going to want to be over the next couple weeks. Now we're going to start playing around with streaming ourselves. So there's going to be some stuff on our Win Every Time channel that you can watch. And when we stream, let's just say that it's Wednesday and you can't come here, but you happen to be, actually sitting in a parking lot waiting to pick somebody up. So you could be watching the live stream from your car, even if it's just for 15 minutes. And when you come into the live stream, that helps. We need 50 people to follow the channel, and that's like the first plateau, goal, achievement, milestone. Great words. Thank you for your help. And so once we get up to that, then that Win Every Time channel can be monetized. What's great about our group is I know we have more than 50 people that were interested in this. Mm-hmm. So now it's a matter of all of the people that came to the first couple presentations, reaching back out to them and saying, the easiest way for you to start and help out, get a Twitch account and follow our page and start watching some of our streams when you're available. And if you aren't available, now, Dr. Ray, you tell me if I'm right on this. Once something goes through on a stream on Twitch, how long does it stay up there for?
It depends on your level of kind of popularity. Okay. Right. So it can stay up there 24 hours. It can stay up there eternity, but you have to reach certain levels for it to stay up there forever. Okay. Or you can only have like the top 5 or top 6. The big thing is those are really available. They're only available to
the subscribers.
Right.
Okay, so.
But then you post them on YouTube or something else.
Right. And our streams are going to be on YouTube anyway, so they'll be like you'll be able to watch the replays there then. Yeah. So if you're not available during this time when we're live streaming, then you can come back later and watch the replay, and you can share those videos with other people. So here's where the cool part is about us working on a content creation project together is now you guys all have content for your social media pages because you're part of this collaboration. So I can say, hey, I'm working with this community collaboration and Chris is doing a running live stream today. You guys should check it out at this time, whatever, here's the link. And so now that's a post that I wouldn't have done on my social media before. I don't have to think about what I do want to refer people to Chris. I like Chris. He's cool. I want people to watch his channel. And so now you can grab what everybody else is creating. If it makes sense with your brand, people that are in health stuff, other coaches, gyms, like stuff like that are doing their streams, that kind of stuff would make sense to share on your channel. Mm-hmm. So now your activity just comes down to this. Building community. And this is the part that I think in social media, a lot of us forget. We get so wrapped up into this, oh my goodness, I got to post content. It's got to be, at the same time, I've got to do one post a day. I got to do all this stuff. And we get there and then we're posting it. And then we're like, well, nothing happened. Well, of course, nothing happened. It's like you started a conversation and somebody talked back and then you walked away from them because you didn't come back to your posts and reply to the comment or even acknowledge that they left the comment. So I want to associate what we're doing in the digital world here to what we're familiar with in-person networking. So when you go to a networking meeting and you're in a room full of people, a lot of the networking meetings, like Finally Friday, you get a minute to talk about your business and you get up in front of everybody. So pretend like that networking meeting is one of these social media pages, Facebook, Instagram, Twitch. It's the networking meeting that never stops. You show up anytime you want. And your 1 minute is when you do that post. Now, what happens when you hear somebody with a 1 minute and you're like, oh my gosh, that's really interesting to me? What do you do then, typically, Debbie? when you hear somebody's 1 minute.
Or if they have cards, so I can reach back out to them later.
Right, exactly. So when someone comments or likes or shares your post, that's what they're kind of doing, is going, oh my gosh, like your 1 minute was so good. It resonated with me. I need to talk to you more. And even though they're not necessarily saying that in their comment, what you should do is see who's commenting, liking, sharing. Go to their, let's just use Facebook, go to their Facebook page, add them as a friend. If there's someone on Facebook that posts a lot of stuff and their posts are pretty recent, go see what their posts are. See if there's something they said that resonates with you that you could comment on, or just like a couple posts. Just engage with their page like they did with yours. Now what's going to happen is that person's like, oh, they played back. And so it's going to be the I scratch your back, you scratch mine, back and forth, back and forth. And it's actually how you build a relationship with that person. You're going to find out more about that person as you keep going to their page and vice versa. And I mean, really, until you get up to, I have hundreds and millions of people liking and commenting on my post, it's going to take you maybe 5 to 15 minutes per day to just stop by whatever your preferred social media platform is and engage with the people that liked your post. Those are the people that want to play. Those are the people that want to be in your space. So those are the people that should get your attention. So that's what we want to try and do as watchers, is we're watching, we're getting ideas for what we could do, we're getting inspired and more comfortable with the platforms. We can share those things, that way more attention gets on those projects. I already talked about just following the page is helpful for monetization. And let me just hop on my Discord and see which one I'm missing, because I feel like there's something I'm missing.
If you will, type into the chat here and say hello.
I have this. How to get to it.
Let's see.
I don't have this. Do you have this?
Oh my goodness, I can see all these chat things coming through. So this is the other thing, Todd, with the back end. There's the chat, so it's pulling the chat in. It shows the, which one it's coming in from. So running the back end of this is just bringing to my attention sometimes that, hey, there's somebody talking to you in the chat. All right. Oh, whoa. My Halloween boss is on here. Hey, Jim.
You want to post the Discord channel on there?
Oh, sure. I've got the Twitch channel on here, but yeah, I can, let me do that because,
You have the Twitch link in Discord right now?
yes, it's streaming on the, oh wait, the Twitch link?
Yeah.
Yes, it's in there.
This is Twitch.
Maybe I don't have it in here.
Twitch.com. Wait a second, I tell you that right now, it's Twitch TV, Twitch.tv. Twitch. Where are you? TV.com. No, Twitch.tv, and that's it, no other side. Twitch.tv. Yes.
Not www, just twitch.tv.
I think it's just
Twitch.tv.
It'll fill in the www part.
Okay. So that's where you go at to watch all this.
Yeah. Her site is when every time.
You gotta put a space.
Oh, Janet's here too?
I think you
Hey,
have to put a space
Janet.
between the words. I don't know.
Where are you seeing that?
Yeah, whatever you want.
Well, This is there, definitely applying.
This is when every time, so that's when he,
Whenever time community.
Well, this is fun.
I don't know, he didn't type, is it when every time? or
That's what I-
Win every time community.
Whenever time community.
Yes.
It has like a Shazam, like a little words
Yep.
box.
When every
Yeah.
time community cooperation.
I think if you search by her name, the top one,
Mhm. I think he just, by the time he finished typing it, when every time she came up.
Whenever time community cooperation.
It's gonna be a hot minute, but it's happening.
All right. So
Every time community.
Or did you already get on?
Mine or hers? No, I'm not on the Discord.
Thank you.
Right.
All right.
So,
So what did you do, twitch.tv, and then you put in when
Yeah, when it came up at the top, yeah, he put in when every time. And by the time he finished, by the time he
Yeah.
erased.
The
camera angle,
was on.
I think it looked better if you had it up there. because you should,
oh yeah, I didn't even
you should,
notice
like,
that
write
there
up
was
your
that
notes.
thing. Grab me that thing. Oh yeah, we can take this off because this didn't work.
Yeah.
Move this.
Because I put in when every time, but I didn't spaces.
Yeah,
There you
man.
It's not as extreme that way.
Yeah, now we don't see straight up my nose. That's way better. That's why you're my video, dude.
When every time.
Every time community cooperation.
Yeah, but you were saying that it was pre-populated.
Well, it seemed to, that's because by the time he finished typing in when every time, we saw Heidi on the screen.
Didn't give you a choice to not
When every
add
time
friends.
community,
Oh yeah, this is way better.
Collaboration,
Oh, yeah.
and then collaboration
There we go.
after that.
yeah.
You should be good there.
Okay, so
I just have to bend over so much
I'll
to
go to,
save it back.
Right?
join the server.
Oh, Mike's here. Hey, Mike.
Ay, ay, ay. Sorry, unless you've got a time machine, that content is unavailable.
So
Oh, how come
I don't
he's
know.
getting that content is unavailable? She's
You
still
know,
on the
once you're watching
screen.
it on Twitch, you don't.
I'm on Discord.
Isn't that right? That's what I typed in. Did I misspelled collaboration?
I don't think I have the word collaboration.
And so now you gotta create
Oh,
an
that's what.
account.
Well, that's what, would you say your name was?
Todd.
Todd, that's what Todd.
Yeah, I'll search for her name, like, I wanted HEIDZ.
So is it, because
OIN.
it comes up
It should
when
find
every
the
time
channel.
community says it's offline, but there's no spaces. But when you type it in, you gotta put in
Okay,
a space.
so now I'm in.
And then it's
Just join the
online, is
server.
that what happened?
Do I enable? I guess
I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know,
I'm
I'm
still-
gonna
I'm
get
still picking
off
you
of
up.
this.
And then you can.
and
He's-
How
still
do I get
live.
off and see if we can get
Oh,
back
good.
on?
It's just there's a little delay.
I will
How do
figure
I-
Right?
it out.
How do I get off?
But it says it's offline. I thought you were online.
Much of our-
Did you get kicked off the Wi-Fi?
No, it says on the Twitch channel apparently that I'm offline still.
Twitch.tv,
How do I get off?
Yeah, I am there.
Twitch.tv.
You're on the site. You're on the internet.
Twitch.tv.
You were just connected there, Chris. What happened?
You that you just
No,
take
it-
out of
it's
the
always said
field.
it's offline.
No, I don't see it.
No, but you were just watching her
How do we
screen.
get off?
That was on a
It was
different
in the
tab.
castle.
Get off and go back on. So where's the extra?
I opened up a separate tab for Twitch.tv.
Where?
Well, that's what
Where?
was over.
There's
See this little thing here?
Yeah,
You
okay,
hit that, that
Follow?
That's
No,
me.
that's me.
yeah,
Well,
Here.
yeah.
Stay on this one.
Uh,
I don't know why when you went back into it, it didn't show
I
up,
just
but
wanna get off.
I'm supposed to get off.
So now you can
No,
install
Let's
it.
get off and go back in.
All right.
I wanna figure if I can get back in.
Oh, the whole browser?
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, I don't wanna start
Oh,
from.
this
the
is
Because I'm
whole-
making-
How do I get off of
Yeah.
it?
So I should just
While you're-
take you off, take off,
Yeah.
what's this called, a live stream?
That'll clear it up.
yeah.
Okay.
Take that off and put in when
What
every
do you
time
like,
community.
guess?
To guess.
But you're already on the tab, so what are you trying to do?
I don't know.
Okay, you're on the tab. You see me streaming,
Right.
is all capital.
okay.
Okay,
So you're good.
Twitch.tv.
I think.
Okay.
but that's under Heidelin. Twitch.tv/Heidelin.
It's coming up.
Yeah, it's her channel, right?
You're not streaming under Win Every Time, you're streaming under Heidelin right now.
Are they
Now
the
you're looking
same?
for hers, which is,
Then I'm gonna have to figure that out because,
Oh, we did the test runs.
Yeah, exactly.
Whenever time.
There's something for you on Twitch if you log in.
Sorry, I thought that was intentional. I thought
Or you already created Twitch?
I didn't know what
Yeah.
channel you're trying to promote.
Yeah, it's the win every time. I wasn't gonna.
Okay.
I thought that's all I had. Like I thought Twitch was just a one thing, not two.
Yeah,
All right, so
You
that's
got, I
what
guess you got 2 channels created.
all right, so we know we.
All right. Well, I guess I'll have to figure that out.
we do.
That's why earlier when I was
We
saying
do
you weren't streaming,
Yeah, this
and then I had to go, because you're under high.
I can't wait to tell them.
Okay. Well, I guess I will figure that out. That will be on my homework for this week. Okay, so
You watch the game?
we've talked about the watchers, and that's what everybody can do. Everybody can be a watcher. That's the whole point of this platform, is for people to be entertained and watch.
Oh, I got a question. So now I know you need 50. Does that mean 50 people at one time who have said, I follow you? Or 50 people to be on when we, like right now, you've got 2 on.
People that are following the channel.
Okay, so they don't have to necessarily be there all the time.
Right. Exactly. Just need to hit that. It's just like Facebook likes, like only this is with Twitch and they call it following. So it's the same thing, works the same way. Okay, so the
if I
next,
put right now that I'm following you, that will give you.
yes, perfect.
And
This
then-
is what we want. You have done one of the things as a watcher. Yes, this is what we
It's
want.
like Facebook or whatever else.
In chat, make sure you type in and say hello to her.
Yeah, come on. Say hello, say something.
Well, we were already on there. How do we get into chat?
Why does it, usernames?
Bottom right.
I know,
Bottom
it's
right,
using like
full
like
screen,
I'm doing.
theater
It's-
mode,
It is correct.
chat.
It just says.
No, that's
All right, more technical
I- I- I-
difficulties.
Yeah, so your scroll,
Username was-
That's
it's
no,
wrong
that's
there because
password.
it's pointing to the wrong one.
Usernames must
So
only be in letters,
You're not
numbers,
doing
and
that one
underscores.
every time because you're
Oh,
going.
so no
theater
spaces.
mode, full
Okay, but then
screen.
it's chat.
Yeah, it's probably something else.
That's very weird.
Did you already create
It was on the right side. It's over
Like
there,
mine didn't work either.
What's it look like?
I had to change it.
like that.
Well, I can see that, but how do I get to it?
I don't know, maybe I did.
Maybe,
Wait, that's Twitch. No, I didn't do Twitch.
How do I get to chat?
Okay.
She might be in the win every time one. She might be having the same problem that everybody else is having.
Full screen, you have that little icon down here, right?
Okay, so I'm here.
Yeah, it should, and then the chat should be, try this guy
This is so
here,
hard.
the middle one. Yeah, nope. Nope, what's this guy? Nope.
So no spaces.
Okay, scroll, might be down here, scroll up.
Scroll up.
I'm really a smart
Here's the
person.
mouse wheel.
Yeah, I know, I know to do this, it's not like it's
He's like,
difficult.
no, remember last, like 3 seconds ago when I said no spaces?
It doesn't like passwords either, even though it's correct, it says 8 characters, and I've done more than that.
Say the names.
So,
Oh, it's fairly common. Once you use some
Use
little one.
a few words, avoid common.
clicking chat.
Keyboard patterns are easy to
Oh,
guess.
it's gonna be hiding here, but
I think it's in
there
there.
you go.
Oh,
You picked an easy
so you got
guess
it
password.
there.
Yeah,
Twitch
see
is
that little
very
arrow?
picky on it.
Right here,
I
point
got
that
it.
way, you can
Okay.
move it out.
Okay,
So,
Got it.
that's where you get the chat.
be tricky it was.
is it different, I'm sorry, is it different between hides a lane and win every time?
Yes.
Still trying to
For
figure
some
it out.
reason, there's 2 and I have to figure that out.
Does Twitch do like channels like YouTube in that regards?
It might be,
Okay,
and I don't know. So I will have to see.
I can research that.
I thought that, and it might just be that I have 2 accounts, because when I initially set it up, I set it up under Heidelin, but it wouldn't let me change the name for like 60 days or something. And I'm like, no, I don't want that. So I got rid of that account and created a new one. Maybe I just hooked up the wrong one to my Restream. So just so you guys know, I'm streaming out of a digital studio called Restream. It looks like this. And now everybody can see you. So in this studio, I can take a link and I can invite guests, and they show up here on the side. They're backstage technically until I bring them into the conversation, and then it shows up with 2 people side by side.
So this is called Restream?
Restream.io. And you can .io, and you can get a free account of Restream. I have a paid account because on the free account, it will only let you stream to your Facebook personal profile. It won't let you stream to your business page. So I have the first level paid account on this one so that I can stream to my business page as I'm doing right now. I'm also streaming to Twitch and I'm streaming to YouTube all at the same time. I can stream to 2 other channels. I can stream up to 5 at the same time
And that's what, because of Restream?
because of this studio software, yes. And if I was interviewing someone and they weren't here, I could send them a link into the studio and they would come in just like in a Zoom room. And then we would have that conversation and we would be live. What else that person can do is there's an invitation link. So if they set up their own Restream account, they can connect their social accounts. And with that link, when we go live, it will automatically stream on all of their social channels at the same time. So it's a super powerful tool to be able to stream on multiple channels all at the same time. It's very cool. Okay, so now let's talk about the role of the VIP people, because this goes back to the initial idea of the project. I have something that I want to teach. And so we were talking about doing these regular lunch and learns. So every time I have a speaker that we interview, I'm going to make you a VIP. And basically within the platform, that means that you can post links and stuff. You can post stuff other people aren't allowed to post because I trust you. I trust you're going to be posting material that's relevant to what we're doing. I trust that you're not going to be posting crazy content or riling people up or something like that. And that's how you get made a VIP. So you guys have been showing up and helping me build this so far. So I'm going to make all of you VIPs as soon as I figure out how to do that, okay? But first, you just have to make sure that you are you have subscribed to the channel, because I think you're going to have to do that in order for me to give you that designation.
So that's different than-
Subscribe to different things?
I don't know. I might be mixing up words because it's one platform to the next, and they all use different words. Let's see. What do you do on Twitch? You follow on Twitch.
Does it cost you to follow? You just pick something and you follow.
Mhm.
You saw me,
Right.
You'll find the channel and follow it.
Right.
Yeah.
And then once we get up to 50 followers, then people will be able to subscribe, in which case it'll be $5 a month for you to subscribe to access the channel information and not see ads. For everyone else that's watching the channel, going back to the watchers, if you're not subscribed to a channel, you're going to see ads from time to time during the stream. And that's one way that a streamer makes income, is from, you have 1,000 people watching your stream and now an ad plays. Well, those 1,000 people saw the stream, so they give you some ad revenue for that. So I think that's another platform that you have to be at. I don't know. I don't feel like I should be talking about some of these things broadcasting on Twitch. Hey, Twitch, we kind of only sort of know how your platform works, and here we are trying to use it. See how easy it is? So, the other one that I wanted to talk about today, the other role is being a moderator. And so I'll let you guys be watchers for a little bit. I'm going to, after this, I'm going to talk more about setting up some interviews that we're going to be playing with to the end of the month. So the moderators are people that are spending a good amount of time on Twitch. They're hanging out, they're watching the live streams, they're having a good time. They love this platform. And so they're the ones that are going to be more likely to catch some inappropriate comments that might come in or something like that. And you will have the power to kick people off the platform if they're not following the rules. So Dr. Ray is going to be my first moderator, but after that, if you're getting comfortable, you like this and you want to do some moderation, you want to do some policing, then we'll add you as a moderator on these projects. All right.
So the moderator is the
Police.
police.
Yes, the word police.
To make sure you're being appropriate.
Well, maybe not so much us, but
Whoever.
anyone else who might be commenting.
The watchers.
So the VIP is a guest,
Mhm.
and they also have the ability to share your information.
Come up with a password this thing likes. It's ridiculous.
All right, so let's talk about interviews. So we're practicing this streaming thing right now. It seems to be working, besides the fact that I have to figure out how to actually stream to win every time and not Heitzel in. So what I'd like to do, Dr. Ray, who's speaking? Who's speaking next week?
Parker Dewey.
Okay.
The Subway Foundation to help you get some help from students all over the country. We talked about it in another meeting. Michelle Fox is gonna help facilitate that.
Okay, so next week we have our first presenter. Michelle Fox is going to be telling us more about the Parker Dewey program, which is a really great way for college students to get experience and internship credits. And you get your work done. And you didn't do it. So Michelle's going to be here to talk more about how that works. It's great for all of us small business owners that are trying to juggle too many things. And these students need experience. So she's going to be here next week to talk about that. And we should have, you said she's going to be speaking for about 20 minutes?
Yeah, it's a webinar that we're gonna watch.
Okay,
It's about 25 minutes long.
okay, cool. And then after that, who wants to get interviewed next week? Oh, Dr. Ray should definitely be interviewed because you started this all. This is your fault. So, okay, so we should do a short interview with Dr. Ray. And who else is going to be the first one?
One is the interviewer.
I'm going to be the interviewer.
Fun.
Okay, so, okay, Running Suit Guy is our second interview. So we're going to watch that webinar next week. We are going to interview Dr. Ray, and we're going to interview the Running Suit Guy. So we have to look forward to next Wednesday.
Now, do we go over the questions?
I could probably tell you what the questions are. I know what they are already.
Or I could, you know,
Yeah, get them ahead of time so you can be ready.
yeah. I mean, there's basically, well, you can ask me whatever question you want, but in all the interviews I've done, there's basically 4 or 5 questions that they all ask me.
Mm. Well, my interview, as I was thinking how I wanted to do the format, because I am going to be doing this every week, so I wanted it to have some sort of structure to it, and I wanted it to have something to do with my actual brand. So one of the biggest messages that I could teach people is that thoughts lead to feelings, feelings lead to actions, actions lead to results. So when I'm interviewing people on my channel, I'm going to start with a question like, what got you interested in this? What were you thinking about? Where did this come from at the beginning? Okay, then how did that make you feel? How does it make you feel when you're learning about it, when you're doing that activity? Then the next question is, okay, so then what did you do about it? Which might be, I started my business, I went to school, all of this stuff. Okay, and now that you've been doing this for 10, 12, 20 years.
Or 5 months.
Or 5 months, what results have you gotten up to this point? What's going on in your life now? And then that'll lead into, if we're promoting something from that point, then we'll talk more about that. But that's how my structure is going to be. So that now you know what the questions basically.
But I didn't write them down, so I don't.
That's okay. Just remember, thoughts lead to feelings.
Yeah.
Feelings
I got
lead
that.
to actions.
Yeah.
Actions lead to results.
Yeah, I got that.
So those are the questions.
Those are not questions, those are words, those are actions and results.
But I want it to be more like a conversation. So even if I give you the questions, they're probably going to be somewhat close, but not exact. So,
Right,
all right. So now we have 20 minutes left because I got through everything I wanted to talk about. What questions do we have?
You made a comment about seeing it on YouTube, coming back to see it on YouTube, and I was asked, how do you go about doing that?
Okay, so YouTube channel is also Win Every Time Community.
Okay, Win Every Time Community?
Yep.
Okay.
And will it record on YouTube?
Yeah,
So
it'll be
recorded?
stayed on YouTube. When you look at the tabs on YouTube, because on a lot of channels there's more than one tab, there's going to be one for videos and there's going to be one for live. So these recorded videos are going to show up under the live tab. Oh, look, this thing sucks way more battery power when you're streaming. Well, that's okay. I'll just let it die and that'll just be the end of our stream for today.
don't forget later, you and
I'm not forgetting.
I.
All right, well, actually, before the battery dies, let's do
You
a
have a
sign off.
charger?
I do, but like,
It's right behind you.
How would I find this? Should it have been streaming on? Because that,
On YouTube.
yeah,
I found it. You just gotta put the search.
well, that's what. That's what,
Win Every Time Community is what she put up there.
yeah, Win Every Time Community, enter. Or Win Every Time Community is the search.
Okay, now I need to not trip over my cord.
Please don't.
Choose.
Be safe.
So this one.
Oh, if you didn't go down full enough. There we go.
Come on, how come I have to
Yeah.
take that place?
She didn't go down full.
Is there a space between win every time?
It
Yeah,
took mine a second to pop. I had to scroll.
but you had to scroll down.
It's because it's not a very popular channel at this point.
And I can't subscribe to anything. It just shows the line.
Yeah, you won't be able to subscribe, it'll be probably another month or so before you.
Oh,
She's talking
okay.
about YouTube though.
Yeah, I'm talking about
YouTube has a subscribe button.
Are you
right
logged
here.
into YouTube?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
not logged in.
I probably can't scroll.
Oh,
Well, I know, but I'm not, I didn't sign in under my, well, here I am up here. I guess I am signed in.
how would I follow that on?
There it is.
Wait, I'm just
I
reading all
scroll down, scroll
whenever
down,
you
it's
scroll
like the
down.
third or fourth one.
Oh, take out community, thank you.
Yes, this just says win every time.
Sign in, well, here I am up here.
How would I follow that on?
Great,
Great, thanks.
I scroll down.
Subscribe.
Oh, take out
Oh,
It just
subscribe,
says win every time.
AKA follow.
Yes.
Okay, so I got you
Where at?
subscribed here. You have 18 subscribers.
You know what? Just
Subscribe, AKA follow.
Okay, so I got you subscribed.
there we go.
Maybe I didn't
I hear
log
myself
in.
1,000 times.
Maybe that's
Okay, maybe. I don't know.
Okay, so who has some questions? Some other questions?
So, I was looking at this engaging your audience and looking at the video, and the guy said the big difference is with Twitch is that the viewers can, or the watchers, can talk to
Mm-hmm.
the creator.
Mhm.
As opposed to just like a YouTube thing, it's
Just
just,
comments.
yeah, it's all the information is coming from them, more or less.
So it's got a chat feature.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah, and so that's the thing that they were pointing out.
And-
What makes it different.
So can you guys see this okay? On this side, in this box right here, is all of the chats coming in from everything that I'm streaming on right now. So if someone types in the chat on Facebook, it's going to show up here. If someone types from Twitch, it's going to show up here. And it just gives me the little icon from where they're watching. So like Janet right now is watching on YouTube. And Dr. Ray is in here on Twitch.
So how do you actually comment to an individual as opposed to the group?
Well, I mean, I wrote their name when I was replying to them.
There's a couple ways. One, you can tap their name and then message them, or you can do something like, I'm gonna do it right now on the stream, at. Yeah, use at, yeah, go ahead, tell us. You can tell us and I'll type it.
Is it the at sign? Yeah, and then you put their name.
Where's the, no.
And so that way it'll tag
You're
them.
talking about the circle sign? The
Yeah,
Yep.
the A
circle?
with the circle.
Yeah,
So you just put an at and then you put in,
Whoever it is you're wanting to chat with personally.
So, you know, highlight your name.
So should I add one every time?
If you're wanting to just
Yeah,
that one
we
particular
did
person,
The
yeah.
running suit
Because
guy.
I'm just, I still haven't found it.
Oh,
Like you
oh.
scroll.
I think he's
Oh.
talking about
Mhm.
Oh,
this
okay.
platform they're in.
Yes,
Whoever that is.
Mhm.
See how I highlighted? There you go.
Yeah.
did you
So
get
when
one?
you do the
You get the
interviews
video?
next week,
Yeah.
how do you show the other person? Are they gonna have to have
Well, I
a
was
device,
thinking-
or are you gonna have?
I was thinking that for our live interviews, we would just do this and I would stand here and they would
Okay.
stand here and then we can talk.
Okay.
And Janet said that she can hear us loud and clear. I guess we just need to watch the replay on the YouTube video to see how this sound.
It sounds great. It really does.
Okay,
Even
so-
with the echo in the room, it sounds great.
Okay, cool.
And it's picking up everybody's voices just fine.
Well, good. Then people didn't think I was just sleeping up here in between when I wasn't talking.
And look, you got some great interaction on your first day.
Right? Imagine that.
That's one of the achievements, is to get 5 people actively chatting in your room.
Okay, well, we're going to have to try this again tonight, hopefully on the Win Every Time channel instead of this one.
Just say, hey, everybody, can you say hello? Greet your people in the room, say hello.
Try to watch it this evening.
But to Chris's point, talking about engagement, you have to realize that when you're broadcasting this way, that there are people that can talk back to you. So that's where having someone who can run the tech on the back end, if you're one of the main streamers and you're doing streams regularly, having a co-host or somebody that can run the back end and be like either typing in the comments and replying for you or saying like, oh, so-and-so has a question. Or even like, oh, so-and-so showed up, just interrupting, it helps because people are seen.
Now, 6 p.m. tonight, you're doing something?
Yeah, what's
Don't be
that?
surprised if we're a little late.
So it's whenever time on YouTube? No, on,
Right, because one.
YouTube or Twitch, we'll be streaming on both. We'll also be streaming on my Heidsland coaching page, but I guess I'd
So
prefer
I'm
you
gonna
try and
go-
figure out YouTube or Twitch.
so I'll go to Twitch TV, put in Win Every Time Community at 6 p.m. and you're gonna be there.
As long as I figure out the Twitch streaming issue and I'm not streaming to Heidsland again. I got a couple hours to figure it out.
And Win Every Time Community's got a space between each word.
Oh, Chris asks, how do I get to be one of the 7? See, this is how this works.
Right. So reply.
So, oh, you want me to reply here?
Yeah, just as if we were,
Well, but she's streaming, so when you're streaming, you're not obligated to type back.
Right. I could just talk back.
oh, she can talk then.
Yeah, because you can hear her.
Right.
You can hear her.
All right, so talk then.
The moderator technically would be the one typing,
Yeah.
answering the people.
Yeah.
Right.
So, you get to be one of the 7 by saying, I want to be one of the 7. And right now, that's about as far as we are
I don't even
because,
know what the 7 do, but I want to be.
Just-
well, we talked about, and actually, this is a good time to tell about some other collaborators that are coming in the group. I talked to Mike Glickman over at Achieve Fitness today, and he, like us, did not realize that people were actually running and competing in games or riding their bicycle and competing in games and things like that. So what we talked about is having Achieve Fitness be one of our 7 streamers, possibly getting the equipment so that people could participate in some of these events online. And then they would be doing one of their streams. But that got me thinking about you, Chris,
Mhm.
because you're great on camera. You're great with the running. You're great with everything you do. It's just the technology stuff that trips you up. So for your stream, if you're like, yes, I definitely want to do it, what I will be trying to do is finding the support team to be able to support you. So basically, you guys are going to do a stream. You all show up, and each of you know what you need to do for that stream.
Right, so I would be in front of the camera, and then we have a moderator, right? To answer all the questions or whatever
Mm-hmm.
you call these things.
Mm-hmm.
But you should read the chat too and interact.
Yes,
Yeah.
by voice,
Yeah,
By
by
voice, correct.
right.
So if someone says, what's the Discord link? Then your moderator is gonna type a
What
command.
is the
That's
Discord?
again, some advanced stuff. And it'll post the Discord link so that they know how to join the Discord.
That would be in the chat.
That I was going to post in the chat too, and
So this thing
I.
is a chat.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Yes,
Wait, do I say in here I want to be one of the 7?
yes. You wanna be one of the 7 samurai.
Well, I was just thinking we
Explain
could,
to us what the 7 samurai are.
Okay, so this is the idea. When we get this up and going, we want to be able to have a live stream going on every day of the week. I've picked Wednesdays. So I need a Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday streamer. You're
You
going
can stream
to,
multiple days too.
you can stream multiple days. I'm not against that. I'm just saying bare minimum, if you could just do an hour a week, that would be great. You can do whatever you want with your stream. But as one of the 7 streamers, you're also going to be interviewing any people that are doing a lunch and learn, an event, or teaching a course at St. John's River State. So anyone who is having an event, doing a lunch and learn, or teaching a class at St. John's River State, you will be interviewing them as part of your live stream. So you won't always have people to interview, but an event is planned. Let's just say that a month from now, there's a lunch and learn event coming up. Okay.
Yeah.
And so that person is going to get with each of the 7 streamers and make sure to schedule their interview with them. So that week's broadcasting, we're going to have the same person being interviewed, but it's going to be from 7 different perspectives. You know mine, but yours might be more from like fitness, or it might be more about community, or it might be more about doing things that you don't always want to do that are healthy for you. Whatever your angle ends up being in how you interview people, everybody's going to have a different angle. So by the end of the week, we're going to have a really good idea of who this person is from all these different perspectives. In the marketing rules, it takes about 6 touches for someone to remember you. So I figure if we have one for every day of the week, 1 extra doesn't hurt. And that'll give people a reason that they actually want to get out of their house and meet that person that's being interviewed. If we don't give them reason to come out, they're not going to, or somebody else has and they're going to their event. So that's why my vision is to have like these 7 core streamers that will interview anyone that's doing these events, lunch and learns, or courses, so that we broadcast that out there and I have somebody to support me. It's not just me doing all the interviews all the time.
So I would, sorry, you want to go?
You said events, lunch and learn, and what's the third thing?
Teaching a course.
Teaching the course.
So one of the 7 is an interviewer.
Basically.
So
When you're not
that's a-
interviewing, you still have whatever you're doing with your live stream.
Right. And you want 1 hour every, because I wrote in, I want Tuesdays.
Yeah, one hour a week. You can
Yeah.
do that? Okay, cool. Now we just need to get all the technical parts set up on your end and start thinking about how you're going to run your stream every week. What's going to be a part of it? And by watching other people's streams is a good place for you to get some ideas.
Because I could, I'm sorry.
You finished? I don't
No, I'm never finished.
Okay, I don't
You
know.
mentioned about Discord link. And,
Oh yeah, and I keep getting distracted and I don't put it in there.
Yeah, Discord link.
Is mine on Discord right now?
How do you get into Discord?
Yeah.
Okay, if you go into the chat for the live stream, I just put it in there.
So I could go to online and see. I don't, because I didn't type in anything else.
So would I be interviewing?
You're online on
I could
this, who else
interview
is
all
on
these people.
Mhm.
This is easy.
Mhm.
I could interview
Mhm.
Debbie
So this how you get into Discord
and
link?
Michelle
Okay,
and
so how
Deborah
do I
and
get
Joanne
out of
and
this? So I
Todd.
can,
Yeah, and anyone else you know.
I already got 6 weeks, 7
so I can.
And if your platform was just interviewing people, you could use your platform as a way to recruit more people into the collaboration, because you could be like, hey, you want to do an interview with me on the stream? They're like, yeah, I'll do an interview. They come and do the interview, and then they're like, what is this all about? So then you get to tell them, and they're like, you know what, that's really cool. Like, I'd like to do more with that. Okay, great. We got another person in now.
Oh, and every person you bring in, you get $10.
So
I'm just kidding.
if
that
you're
true?
saying like the subscribers,
Yeah.
like once we get up to 50 people on Twitch, then yeah, like people can subscribe, and then I'm just gonna make mine 5 to subscribe.
Well, that was just a joke. I don't know.
JSCR, not
okay.
Discord, Discord.com.
Because what I would like to do is interview all these people and tie it in with running somehow.
Yeah, like I did, or I'm going to do with my interview style.
Right.
I'm tying it into my coaching style. You tie it into running.
Mhm.
Yeah, because it's either running or thinking
That brings
outside
us
the
to
box,
different
right?
people.
Because
Right
who
on
runs
that.
in a suit? You gotta think outside the box.
Yeah, wait. Just in case people out there have not seen, let's see. Who runs in a suit? This guy right here.
So essentially, it's like you're a YouTuber with your own channel.
It's like we're CBS or NBC and we have 24 hours a day for 7 days a week we could fill with programming. Which,
And you
that
guys
was the
come up
one
with your own
thing that I
content.
missed with the watchers. That is something you can do. You can fill your entire channel with syndicated broadcasting from other people's channels. So if Chris has a channel and he's broadcasting, what did you say, on Tuesdays?
Tuesdays.
You can put his show on your channel to play Tuesdays at that time. Then you can put my show on your channel for Wednesdays. So you can basically create all this content around whatever your theme is for your channel using us, and you didn't actually have to make any of it.
Or when I have
need
to,
to learn so much.
Yeah, this is very overwhelming.
Yeah, I said,
Just remember, you go on, it's easy to learn this much. All the other stuff is just the great icing on the cake stuff, but if you just learn one little piece and you get rolling, the rest of it comes natural.
Okay.
And this is what I want you to remember. I'm trying to have you guys learn like what the big picture is so you know how it all works together, but your role in this is going to be what you're good at. So really, if you're just good at watching videos and commenting and stuff, great, we need that. If you're really good at being in front of a camera, well, we have a role for that. If you're really good with the technical stuff, great, we need that. So this is what I want you to start thinking about with who's in your network. Because not only is this going to be like we're just working on this project, but eventually it's going to turn into hands-on experience for students in people's classes. So if Todd taught how to make movies class, for example, they need to learn how to do some of this technical stuff. So he might have his students come in and run the live stream just so that they can get familiar with some of the tools that they would be using to make a movie. So this is just the start, but it's going to build on where we started with teaching courses here at St. John's River State. We're just setting up a situation where now we can get that hands-on experience that we're looking for with our classes.
but we can do a Zoom thing, right? When it comes to the teaching classes, we don't have to come here.
Yeah, you can do your classes online.
Yeah, you still just stream from home. Instead of Zoom, use Twitch. The same thing, you're just at, you don't have to be here to use Twitch. You can be at your house right now. Camera set up.
And that's what I'm going to do later at 6. I'm going to be home, hanging out somewhere in my house. I don't know. I've got 2 roommates, so I'll find a corner somewhere that's quiet.
It's okay.
I follow one channel. One guy's from San Antonio, one guy's from Florida, one guy's in Wales, one guy's in Australia, and they all do the live stream together from literally across the world. So-
And that's something else as the 7 streamers that we could do is, you know, I'm doing my stream on Wednesday, but you're like, hey, I'm available. Can I come be co-host with you? And I'll be like, yeah, come on. Let's do this together today. Or I'm going on vacation. Can somebody fill in on my live stream so that I can keep my consistency?
Chris, what I've asked is that if it's local, then you come here, stream from here and have some people here, live people sitting just like we are now. But there's no reason why you can't involve people from Canada, Australia as part of it as well. The thing that's going to help the college is if you put some bodies in a chair here, because it increases our facility usage.
Got it.
I see, all right.
Which, speaking of
They're not
which,
local.
did everybody register
Yeah.
for today?
Yeah.
I know.
For everybody what?
Register.
Yeah, because I thought once we were registered, yeah, then we didn't have to.
Well, that's how it initially was set up, but then we had to change it.
Okay, change.
And now it's changed in an annoying way that I have to remind Dr. Ray 6 times a week to put the link up, which he usually gets it up by Monday afternoon.
Monday after he said 6 touches, right?
Yeah.
We're not quite up to 6 yet, so I guess you're still good. Let's see.
I've never read
Yeah, but it just helps, remember, the big goal, what helps the college is if we have the facility usage, then we can eventually build a big building that we do all the community ed in. That's 10 years down the road. But right now, the community engagement, where we're helping you do these types of things, and you get to grow your business and you get to use the facilities as classroom space, is just an advantage to you. So again, if you're doing something local, like I would love for you, Chris, to come up here one day,
The link to join
run for-
collaboration.
run for 30 minutes or something, talk, chat, get some other people to run with you, have a conversation,
Outside or here?
outside, inside, we'll find something, we'll figure it out.
Well, you can run in place.
Oh, no, I mean, we'll do something better.
It's past the event, so the link is down. So if you didn't do it, we didn't get it again this
I'll
week.
do it in
So.
the future.
Can we get, can we get space here if we're not streaming?
Yeah, absolutely. No, you don't have to stream. The streaming is, the
This-
whole streaming is just a way to, so that you can create additional income for yourself.
Can let people know that this is happening, because if we don't do some sort of marketing, we could create all the courses we want and no one's going to show up.
'Cause I've been looking for a space that I can do tutorials for like camera work, but
Come on.
okay, that's perfect. Cause yeah,
Come
that's
on.
one thing I've been missing is just the room to do it. Like a room like this would be perfect.
We've got another room too that's upstairs in another building, and we got the auditorium, which may be even better for you. The thing is, you have to create the class. You're gonna do a lot of the marketing and bring them from out there, because you're not gonna get our students. The students, they don't wanna spend money, they don't wanna, they're just interested in getting the class and going home. So this is an opportunity for you to bring people from outside into a brick and mortar that you don't have to lease, that you don't have to pay insurance on, that you don't have to worry about cleaning up afterwards.
Well, what
So
we
we have to do
do,
it every week though?
If you wanna do it once a month, once a year.
So we can hold a class in here and
Mhm.
use this is what you're saying is you want it live streamed through this though.
Live stream would help you, but that's not mandatory.
there's a point of
If you
contact.
just hold a
for
class,
Oh,
well, you can
perfect.
figure out a
We don't
class
have
that you
space
wanna
for
teach.
classes. That's our problem.
Well, that's gonna be awesome. That's exactly what I've been looking for. So,
Yes, share the video so you see the whole spill.
Yeah, if you guys had missed that part, you gotta rewind way to the beginning when we did the initial presentation. There's a 50-minute video. I know it's really long, but it's gonna fill in all the gaps. It's on heidelin.com/wineverytime. And it's about halfway down the page. It says something like, do you have something you want to teach? And there's a video right next to it.
Should put it on the Discord too.
Yeah,
Just
I
the link.
can now that I've got it set up. I did put a link to that landing page on the Discord too.
So really, that's what started this, is we were looking for, to allow you a place.
I gotta
to bring
get going.
order,
Get my daughter.
especially
No, that's
if you're
cool.
running your business in the house, you don't want to.
because you said you were talking to a Mike from like another fitness thing.
Yeah,
Right.
We can't find
I
space.
think I might have another contact for you. His name's also Mike, but
It was funny, Eric came in for an appointment right
Yeah,
after me.
But so yeah, this guy, I've been shooting
And for
videos
you
for him.
specifically,
So he works
we're about to have this
primarily,
conversation.
Yeah, I'd like to talk to you
physical
about
fitness,
that
but
we're
with like the
gonna build
kids
it
with special
in,
needs,
or
autism,
have it
and
as
stuff like that. So
an
is that something?
certification.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's a small business owner too. He's worked out with
Yeah, I
my
think you
son a
spoke to
little
my
bit.
boss.
Yeah,
but
so I
I've
happened
been
to see him there,
helping
and
him out
I
for
was
years.
like, oh, hey, so I just went to talk to him real quick.
Putting it all together might be a good thing.
I agree. Cool. Are you gonna be on at 6 or?
I don't know,
So Dr.
um,
Sutherland is one.
Like
that
Wednesdays
said-
and nights are tough because
he said,
I gotta take the kids to the
try
church.
everything.
So I think we're doing that. I don't know if I can miss or not,
Okay, no big deal.
but I can follow my phone.
Okay.
All right, well, I'll take
it.
But no, this was great.
So
Yeah,
if
I've been
there's
looking for a
something
place
that
to
you're
do,
teaching that has a
to my
certification,
own like tutorials.
This is very
So that's
hands-on. We
awesome.
play
And
games.
I'd love to learn how to do the moderation and help you out there. So.
Yeah,
Legos are the best.
It's nothing, so.
No, like I said, I haven't really gotten into the live stream so much. I've helped to run the live stream of the church. They set up multiple cameras and we're running through like the black magic, the filter, getting the right angles.
Oh, okay.
That,
Pen.
But it's only
which
five.
that'll be down the road. But yeah, this is it's cool. I like what you're trying to do.
Yes.
So
Yeah, that was the-
glad to help.
and I mentioned-
Awesome.
So,
Yeah.
like, I gotta go to Middlebrook High.
Yeah.
Safety is.
They're so
I'll catch you.
So streaming is gonna work better if people know when to show up. It's like when your favorite TV show comes on TV, you know that it's 7 o'clock on Thursdays, you gotta be home for the TV, right? So, consistency is what works. So you just decide what your consistency is. If it's every other week, you could be a once a month stream, you know, if you're not like one of the 7 streamers that we're doing, but you could set up a stream like that. I just stream once a month, last day of the month, and I do whatever you want.
I already have PowerPoints and I've already taught classes. So I'm really ready to go in and get started. Because when
So.
I had an office
story.
pre-pandemic, and I did the students coming in, learning with my life coaching. I did different topics and they came in. And of course, during the pandemic, when the building shut down, there was nobody coming in and that type of thing. So I became a therapist
And
at
I'm
the
the
time.
only employee.
All right, so
So it's just.
I'm ready now to get back into that because people's problems and me don't get along. It's just about time. They really don't. I learned that because I did it for like a year and something, and then some of the things that they deal with, you know, I had no patience for that, and I know that. So I said, you know, this is not a good fit for me. You know, like you're in a relationship and your boyfriend shuts down
it's the whole
But
thing
then
around.
you let him shut down, you give him, you know, you don't badger him and talk about him, your husband, whoever it is.
Right.
You know, so, I don't know why he's not talking to me, I just did, so I'd like to get with you, whoever I need to get with, and go over what I have and see what we can do, that's what.
So just so that you know the timeline, so right now the college website where we put the courses up, it's kind of not like so great. So I'm not sure, I'm introducing Dr. Ray to a guy that has an online academy where I'm an instructor. And so we're gonna take a look at some of that software and see if it works for this. Obviously, until we start teaching classes, there's no budget, there's no money. So we're trying to figure like, how are we gonna manage that? But starting in January, we wanted to start posting, doing some lunch and learns, more than just this one, but and we wanted to start getting like those courses posted. But right now we're just trying to figure out some of the back end stuff for the class.
I'm making myself known as to what I've done and what I'd like to do, and I have a resume that if you wanna look at that and what have you,
Not worry about that. What you can do is you can go to heitzelandcoaching.com / when every time you scroll more toward the bottom, I created like a form for you to talk about what class you want to teach. And then I put like a thing for like all the details, like how many days a week do you want to do?
Is that in the Discord, that link?
That one's actually on the landing page. Now that the Discord's set up, I'm going to probably put that in Discord.
Those resources in so we can all access all those different things.
So the landing page is really for people that have no idea what's going on with this. And I'm going to put all that information there.
Okay.
Hopefully that will get them into the Discord, and then the more information is going to be in Discord. So I'll probably have it in both places.
Yeah.
But I'm not getting paid for this.
Oh, yeah.
I am plugging away at this whenever I have some spare time. So I'm not.
Yeah, I was just trying to think what would make it easier so people don't constantly ask you questions where things are.
Landing page, Discord. That's going to be the answer.
Okay.
And when you want to watch us, we're on Twitch.
Okay.
Or YouTube.
I mean, like the form for us to fill out.
Oh, right,
Yeah,
right.
yeah, like, that kind of stuff, like, where's that gonna be at? Do we have to watch the film, the thing and find it in there, or?
No, the video is like, here's what St. John's River State's vision was when we started this, and about using the space, the physical space here. That's what that video is about.
Okay.
What has occurred here is the number one problem was, well, great, we create courses. Who's going to show up? The students aren't going to show up. The faculty is only going to show up if you do a class at 5:30. And then they might, right, it's the same problem. So what do? Instead of us individually all trying to promote our classes, if we work together and do a broadcast together, number one, we're doing our social media stuff together instead of having to do it alone. Number two, we've got a method to talk about this that's simple. Lunch and learns at St. John's River State. Show up or watch our Twitch channel. There's all kinds of education there, and that'll lead people into our courses. Mm-hmm. Like I was saying, doing all the interviews, getting people to know, like, and trust you via the internet, they're going to want to show up. And the people that showed up then at your lunch and learn or showed up for your class are your people. They're your people. They're going to say yes more likely than if you're talking to a room full of people and they don't even know why they're there.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
So what if you charge $5 or $10 per person and you had them come here, but you had 2 or 3 pizza pods?
What pods?
Pizza.
Explain a pizza pod.
A pizza pie.
Oh, okay.
I'm just spitballing. It's just a thought because you want to give them. It's an inducement to get them to come as opposed to being on a Zoom or on Twitch.
So with the lunch and learns, we're talking about getting lunch with your ticket, and it's going to be $10.
Yeah.
So
you already have a ticket idea?
Mm-hmm. So our events in the future, this one has been free so far because I really needed your help to build this. I can't do this all on my own, so I needed other people that are interested in this project to show up with me so I could go, what do you guys think about this? And then you guys go, we like it, on the right track, let's keep going. So I needed that. So I didn't want to charge for this. But for extra help now going forward on these platforms, I'm going to charge for that because the college needs to start making some coverage money. College has not been charging us for this to do this. So I'm going to start charging for that, the additional help outside of this meeting in particular. And our lunch and learns that we do, that's going to be a paid ticket. The courses that we do, that's going to be a paid ticket. So this is the free.
Is the $10 lunch and learn, does that include the food?
We're trying to make it that way.
Wow.
We're not quite there yet, but that is our goal.
Well, I'm just thinking, yeah, is it $10 to come to the lunch and learn and you also have to buy your food, or is it $10?
Yeah, because that'll be, have to be clarified for sure. People
Right.
usually assume if you're paying a ticket for lunch and learn, that lunch is included.
Yep.
Yeah, that's the assumption.
Yeah.
Of all the ones that I've.
So either name it something different or.
Yeah,
For,
all of them
to
I've
get
been to
lunch
is
and class for
lunch.
$10?
Yeah.
Like,
There's a couple ways that you can do that. Sponsorships and Sheena being really nice to us.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's gonna do it.
yeah, but, yeah, that's.
Oh, you take care.
All right.
Remember, you can do your own lunch and learn on a Thursday,
Nice to
or
meet
do
you.
an evening 6 to 7 lunch and learn.
Ladies,
Bye.
See ya. Thanks for
All right, so I still have 8 people on here watching, so we're wrapping up over here. So I'm going to wave to all of you. Thank you for tuning in on this like crazy first stream, and hopefully you will join us again next week. And we're going to do another test stream at 6 p.m. Hopefully that'll be on the Win Every Time channel over at Twitch instead of Heights Live.
Oh, it's Twitch, whenever you.
Oh, hey, Gil Herme. Gil Herme's checking in all the way from Brazil.
Wow.
Awesome. All right, you guys. We'll see you again soon.
We meet again next